of the season behind us, Grant. Talk about the mindset for teams right now.
Well, if people tell you the standings don't affect the mindset, BA, they're lying. Everyone is asking themselves how they can improve or maintain position. You just don't want to backslide now.
And here's Memphis's starting group. We've got Jalen Wells, Santi Aldama out there with Jackson. Then it's Ty Jerome, and it's Coward in at the 2. Now here's Klingon. The 3 ball. Avdia can't get it to go. And Jerome has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
Pass to Coward. Fires from deep. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And it's the Trailblazers' ball. It's a 3-point game. Well, Richard, he's from a place with a history of great big men. Santi Aldama is next in line.
Well, the first Spanish players that come to mind for me are the Gasol brothers. The connection, Spanish and big men. Aldama has carried that lineage well in his short time in the NBA. Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Inside, here's Kamara. Boom! He jams it straight down.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Pass to Aldama. Jackson outside. Jack's up at 3. And it's Portland with a rebound. Last time they met was right here, and they were able to come out with a win.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
That was the key factor, and it has to have a carryover effect. You get in a team's head when you cause them to make that many mistakes.
Now here's Wells. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland. The 3 is up. Avdia pulls it in. Portland has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Pass to Kamara. Back to Sharp. And the call will be against Jalen Wells. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Holiday. 20 points for him last game against Memphis.
And he made a living at the line as well. Got there over and over and did some damage.
Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to Jerome.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
There's a minute 59 left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. There's the triple. Holiday grabs the miss.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Some nice signs of progress for the Blazers last season.
And from that, renewed contracts for head coach Chauncey Billups and the front office. This is a young team that competes and shows a bright future.
Now here's Avdia. No points yet. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. change here for Portland. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Oh, you'd rather not put these guys on the line, the top free throw shooting teams in the last month. The fourth spot held by the Grizzlies.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from the charity stripe. Whenever you fouled them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
Here's Spencer. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Portland. To snap the cold streak. And Jerome the bucket on the assist by Jackson.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
To the inside. To the right side. Henderson outside. Hits the trifecta.
Yeah, something Henderson is still working on. Getting his three-point shot to be a little more consistent.
Aldama outside. And it's off from three-point range.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Pass to Henderson. Let's go with a three. Memphis with a rebound. Jerome with the ball. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jackson, the pass to Aldama. Oh, and that miss makes him 0 for 4. Not a great start. Outside Love. From outside, off the mark. And a closely contested grit and grind first quarter comes to a close. Portland ahead. They lead by 1. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Portland.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
On the court for Memphis, they've got Kyle Anderson, and it's Hendricks in at the 4-man position. Pass to Anderson. Takes a three. Sharp grabs the miss. Portland leading. Outside for Henderson. Three-pointer, no good. And here's Memphis now. And following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Warriors at Chase Center in San Francisco. And that'll be the 4th game of this 5-game road trip. Driving in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Henderson's got 5 now.
And that's Henderson's game. Get downhill, young man. Beat the defender to the spot. Oh.
Anderson with a screen. Here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to Anderson. Here's Clayton. And again, Memphis no good. Trailblazers lead by 3. Grant the pass to Henderson. Now Sharp. Outside for Henderson. There's a screen. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc. Henderson's got 5 points in the quarter. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Both teams making some changes here. And taking a moment here, a look at the best rebounders among rookies over the last month. Donovan Clingan, number 1.
And the way he's been aggressively attacking the boards, you have to think he's earned the respect of his teammates.
Wells, the pass to Jerome. Jackson with a screen on Sharp. Jerome drives in. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. And so Grant will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Sharp passes to Grant. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Outside Wells. Jackson, the pass to Jerome. Back to Jackson. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Shot to stop the run. And Jerome the bucket on the assist from Jackson. Jerome's got his second bucket on the night.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Outside Sharp. Outside Kamara. Here's the 3. They get it back. Clingan banked it in off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Yeah, and Clingan is a gigantic player. He is so difficult to keep off the glass at times.
Outside Wells. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
Now here's Sharp. No points so far. Here's Clingan. And the layup is good off the glass. And now a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
At 7'2", Clingan is very comfortable in the paint, and he can just own that area.
Here's Coward. No good from outside. Portland has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Kamara. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Anderson. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip-in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. He's checked in for Portland. Drew Holiday comes in for Sharp. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Trailblazers lead by 7. Avdia outside. On the wing, Grant. 23 points for him last game against Memphis. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And that one's good.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Grant outside, takes the three. He can't hit that time. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
Taking a look here at the Grizzlies, they knew it was going to be a tough year, and I got to say it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. We hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Grizzlies.
Well, their offensive execution has been bad, Ernie. Bad. They're not running their sets. They're forcing bad shots. Undisciplined, bad basketball.
Well, yeah, I have to agree with you, man. If it's not there for you, please make the extra pass.
Because if you don't, it looks bad.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You look at Scoot Henderson. What a contribution.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Portland. Now for an update on Toumani Camara's injury. We'll go to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Trailblazers. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Though it'll take some time to fully recover from this injury, the staff has given him the green light to play on it. Guys?
Okay, thanks for that. Now we know how things are coming along, Graham.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Inside, we'll see Camara and Klingon. Sharp at the 2 with Avdia playing the 3. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Grizzlies last season retired the jersey number of the grind father, defensive ace Tony Allen, the player who coined the grit and grind motto that came to define the franchise in the 2010s. Allen was a perennial all-defense selection in Memphis, and his hard-nosed play set the tone. Back to you, B.A.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Jerome. Portland making their last shot to the middle. Here's Aldama. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Coward. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13 and a half a game. Fires top of the key. Yep, that one's good. Coward's got 5.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Pass to Klingon. Here's Holiday. This one for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Holiday's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Grizzlies trail by 7. Picked by Aldama. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First team foul.
Memphis shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Santi Aldama. 2 shots.
That free throw no good. Good on the second one. Portland leading by 6. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
For a 7'2" guy like Donovan Clingan, it must be easy to jam it.
Aldama outside. Pass to Jerome, and here's Wells. Lets it go from deep. Holiday grabs the miss. Outside Sharp. Now here's Avdia. Launches it, and the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Avdia's got his second basket of the night.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc. Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
Timeout.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Making substitutions here. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. Taking a look at Portland, they'd be watching from home if the playoffs started today. They're hoping to make a final push. And of course, Memphis, back 3 games.
Checking out Portland, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
Here's Spencer. No made baskets yet. Pass to Aldama from outside the arc. He buries it from 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. They've led by as many as 11. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. That'll conclude their longest homestand of the season, 5 games. Now here's Grant. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Shot clock at 3. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring. Assertive move. You could tell the game's heating up a bit.
Grant outside. From behind the arc. It'll count. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. The third quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers out in front, up 6. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Grizzlies trail by 6. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. They've got Ty Jerome, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward position. Pass to Jerome. And he banks in the layup.
After a poor offensive first half, some nice adjustments made by this staff, and their shooting percentage is climbing.
Here's Wesley. Grant outside. There's the three. Caldwell Pope pulls it in.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Beyond the arc with his first shot attempt. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
To the left wing. Here's Wesley. Hey, expanding his range. Jerome grabs the miss. Grizzlies trail by 4. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. From downtown, Portland with a rebound. Grant's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Down low. Here's Wesley, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
And timeout is called by Tuomas Isalo, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. From the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Head coach of the Grizzlies had some words for his team over the break. And a big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Pass to Coward for 3. Avdia rips down the board. Trailblazers lead by 6. Holiday outside. Here's Avdia. Puts up the tray. The free ball is down.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Jerome. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Sharp. Holiday outside. Ooh, it misses.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Grizzlies trail by 7. Here's Jerome. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from outside.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Sharp. Fires the 3. Oh, ho, ho. That's a man on a mission right there.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Here's Coward. Rejected by Clingan.
Wow, great size and better positioning made that block possible from Clingan.
Now Avdia for three. Cash from downtown.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And we will have a timeout called by Tuomas Isalo. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Jackson surveying the D. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down. And here's Holiday. Don't do anything silly, just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
Avdia fires. The triple drop.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Holiday. So Portland takes the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game. Deni Avdia.